us, and I just love it when you guys are around and you're all hearing us. And like I
Thinner the better. It'll accelerate quicker if it's thinner.
A thinner contact patch?
But
Yeah.
Really?
the thing about like when I see Shreddy, he's able to pump the whole way down.
Well, he's also got a very
I'm just
specific
hanging
setup.
on. He does. That's true. I'm not gonna put out the cash for those trucks and all that.
But yeah, for slalom, I recommend like an O10 Kegel or one of the seismic like speed vents or something, or one of those.
Okay.
Something with a narrow but big, something narrow but also a pretty decent, decently sized diameter and wheel size.
Something with a lot of boing too. Get the most boing you can.
Right.
Void.
So, like,
I'm coming for you, Jared.
Boing.
Oh, boy. You mean
rebound?
Like rebound?
Yeah. I like the word boing. Boing. Like, there's something more boingy than a seismic speed vent. Just saying, it's good, but there's something out there that's better.
I don't think of the speed vent.
Dude, maybe get some quay
I'm
killers.
coming at you.
Quay killers, and then chop them.
I also hear 88 Wheelco has been doing pretty well. I know Antoine, and is that Abu?
Yeah, dude, he's like setting up a chair.
Setting up a chair? Are you building it?
Welcome to our live stream building chair episode, y'all.
Dude,
Many talents.
literally everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong in the last 10 minutes, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah. my chair broke. So I'm trying to like fix it with like another chair, but it hasn't worked. I'll do it after the live stream. Then someone had some money stolen from them, so I was trying to deal with that. So it's just been an absolute fuck up.
Do you have a box you can sit on, or can you power squat for like an hour?
Stack your skateboard.
I don't even know why I'm stressing so much.
I'm sorry, bro.
I don't know. I think I'm being flustered. I literally have another chair in this fucking room. Fuck.
It's all good, dude. You can just let it all out in the live stream.
At least the sound quality is good.
Say again?
I said that the quality of the sound you're sending, it sounds really good.
Yeah, this is
He's a pro. He's got his own podcast.
This is going to be the best quality episode of sound we've had so far.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wrong.
Abuga's in the hot seat. The time has come.
Let's do this.
Abuga, you've been interviewed before, yeah?
Yeah, I have. Too many times, man. Too many times. Let's see what you guys got.
All right. We got a good show planned here.
Could I get like some introductions?
Oh yeah, I got you, bro.
I know like if you tell me your Instagram name, like I know exactly who you are, but like I don't know faces.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll do an intro with everybody, and then I got a freestyle intro for you.
Dang, all right.
I didn't even write it down, dude. I'm just gonna freestyle it.
Amazing. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it very much. Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Myself, chilling. Just watched the F1 qualifying, which is nice. Have some beer, which is also very nice. Yeah, not doing too bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. How about you guys?
I got some coffee. Just
Beautiful.
woke up. We're feeling fresh.
What time is it in your time zone, Kurt? Like
8:53 right now, a.m.
Nice.
I'm 1 hour behind. I'm on the West Coast. It was the first time we're in 4 different time zones. This is rad.
Damn. Crazy. This is an effort.
Yeah.
This is a real effort, man.
Oh yeah.
Loving it.
And then Jared's on the East Coast, so he's like,
Yeah, J-Lo's on the East Coast.
Yo, welcome to the Virtual Slide Jam podcast. Thanks for sliding through. Today marks a first of many for the Virtual Slide Jam podcast. Firstly, we've got our first high quality audio episode. And 2, we've got our first international guest. Abuga Aroni is with us.
What's up? What up?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Abuga, welcome to VSJ land. How we doing today?
Amazing. That intro was fucking sick. You guys are running a really nice, tight show here. Everything feels so like professional, man. Loving it. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Sweet
Thanks,
so
man.
far.
Glad to hear that, especially coming from you, because you actually have your own podcast too. I was doing my research on you, and man, I'm really excited for this episode because it's the first time where I don't know the guests, and you got some
Beautiful.
awesome videos. You're doing all kinds of stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. That's some high praise. I don't know if I actually live up to any of that. But thanks, man. Appreciate it.
So Abuga, for those who don't know, is a staple in the longboard community. You could even call him a celebrity. These days, many people in longboarding have Abuga to thank for being able to roll, slide, and do whatever the heck they want. Creator of Downhill 254, leader of the community, and international superstar, Abuga Aroni.
Man, you guys are gonna make me. You guys are gonna make my cheeks explode with all the smiling I'm gonna be doing, man. You guys are flattering me, bro. Crazy.
So
Thanks, man.
Abuga,
Yeah.
Rob is Faceplant Board Riders on Instagram. He has been a community organizer and shredder in North America, mostly from the East Coast, for about 12 years now or more.
Damn.
He also
Mhm.
makes pucks and is a host of the Virtual Slide Jam. He got third place in the first Virtual Slide Jam.
Nice.
Jared Lopez,
Hello, Jared.
he is also East
Howdy.
Coast, long-time orangutan rider, land yachts rider, and possibly one of the most interesting styles in skating, kind of blending dancing and free riding together.
He does everything.
ATV.
Thank you.
So, Abuga, tell us a little bit about where you're originally from
Mhm.
and how'd you get into skating?
So, thank you for the question. That's a story I've told many times. But yeah, I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. So Nairobi is on the east, East Africa. So like near the middle, but more to like the right if you're looking at it from an atlas or whatever. So yeah, I've pretty much grown up here my whole life. This is the main place that I've been in most of my life. I did go off to uni in the UK between 2014 and 2017. And that's actually where I learned how to do downhill skating or really got into it. I did do a little bit of street skating growing up. Just before I was a teenager, I had like 2-3 years on like this really cheap Chinese street deck, and it was so fun. I learned how to kickflip, heel flip,
Hell
but I
yeah.
never really progressed from there. And I actually literally tore those decks to pieces. So I actually really did like skating when I was younger, but with the decks being like Chinese, eventually they did break. So yeah, that sucked. Fortunately, I will say shout out the Chinese. The quality of the products coming out there has significantly improved in the last decade. So you know,
Shout out China.
shout out China.
Are you trying to get a sponsor by China
Hell.
board manufacturers?
I kind of was for a while, but I'm just being fair. I just want to be fair to them. I just want to be very fair. Just want to be very fair. I know as Americans, you guys are diametrically opposed to China, so you know, gotta keep things balanced. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I
So
want to ask, are there any skate shops? Like, where do you get your
Kenya?
gear? Are there any skate shops in Kenya?
Right now, there are a bunch. There, if you're a street skater, like you have like pretty decent pickings. There are like a lot of passionate people. There's a decent street skate scene now. Couple of shops, couple of people importing products. Probably a lot of similar products to what you guys skating in the States as well. But back then, as someone younger than a teenager, I didn't really have like too much knowledge of where to get stuff. So I have no idea if there was like a proper skate scene then. I do know a couple people were skating then. But to continue the story, I broke that Chinese board, and that was kind of it for me for a long time. But I went off to uni. I needed a way to get from like home to uni pretty reliably. I didn't want to buy a bicycle; they seemed expensive, cumbersome. Didn't want to deal with bike locks or anything like that. So I got a cruiser board. I was like, "Hey, I know how to skate. Why don't I just cruise to uni every day?" And I did that. I did that in the UK. I did that in summer, spring, winter. It was fucking sick. I skated that board every day in the rain, held up super well. It was like a super cheap Amazon complete from 2 bare feet. It was trash, but I didn't know any better. And then from there, there were like a couple hills where I went to uni, and like I'd skate them on the way to school, and I just fell in love with the feeling of going downhill, and I kind of wanted to figure out how to stop because I was like literally destroying too many shoes. So one day in the rain, I carved a little bit too hard, and it turned into a slide. And then from that, I just kind of learned how to do a stand-up slide. And like for the first couple of months, I was literally just doing hillside stand-up slides, down hills, like every 5 feet. It was crazy. It was fun. And that just kind of snowballed into my love for downhill.
So
And here
self-taught.
we are today. Yeah, self-taught,
Nice.
pretty much.
Did you have anyone to skate with who was also doing slides and stuff around that time, or was it just kind of like watching YouTube videos? Or
So starting off, like, it was mostly just watching YouTube videos. The I didn't really know anyone. I didn't really know how to connect with anyone. Like I wasn't doing too much research. But when I got like a proper long double kick, then I came back to Kenya for summer. Then when I went back there to resume like my final semester, I got in touch with the Leeds longboarding crew on Facebook. And yeah, like I didn't really learn much from them, but like they were super fun to skate with. They took me out to the spots in Sheffield, in like the countryside out there. And I actually went to in 2017 an event in the UK called Tregaron, which is fucking sick. It was just a sick experience.
what kind of event was
Yeah.
that?
It was like a free ride with a race, standard kind of longboarding, downhill longboarding event. And yeah, I didn't get too far in the race. I didn't know what I was doing. I had some shit wheels. I kept wondering where the fuck everyone's pulling away from me. Uh, but it was good fun and definitely some of the best experiences I had out there. So that was great.
So what got you hooked?
Dude, just the feeling of going down a hill and the feeling of sliding. I don't know how to describe it, but like throwing a stand up slide just felt so good. And maybe I have a little bit of autism or like ADHD or something like that, but just like that, going down a hill, repeating slides, slightly getting better is just so addictive. And I just really enjoyed that. And then, like, what's really kept me going is the challenge of just being a perfect rider and improving like my technique, um, especially like hands down downhill. Like, I just really enjoy it a lot. Yeah.
So when you came back to Kenya, were
Yeah.
you like immediately hill hunting? Like were you just on like a mission to find new spots to skate? Because I know you found like quite a
Yeah.
few. Definitely
I
saw
mean,
that video
yeah.
recently you dropped where you found that mega hill. That could be like a
Yeah.
WDSC race, dude. That thing looks so much fun.
Dude, that road is fucking scary, bro.
It looked good, dude. It looked sick.
It's so like the first. Okay, we'll get to it, but like yeah, the first section is fucking crazy. But to answer your first question, um, yeah, when I go back, I did kind of go hill hunting, but fortunately, where I live is kind of like at the bottom of like a valley, sort of. So like I kind of just outside of my doorstep, I have like a couple spots. Like I have a spot where I could like where I pretty much learned how to do hillside pre-drifts. I have a few spots where I learned how to like dial in my toe side pre-drifts as well. So I was like pretty satiated for the level of skating I was at. Um, and even I did do some hill hunting, but there really wasn't a way for me to get out there. I didn't have my own car.
Mm.
Fortunately, like once in a while, a friend would be like, "Hey, I'll drive you out, just pay for fuel," and that happened like once or twice. But yeah, I hope I answered your question.
No bus runs?
Yeah, no, not really any bus runs. But as time has progressed, um, we've kind of gotten like more spots like across the city, enough to like keep us happy. Just skating like around, but not really like any bus runs.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, do you find yourself wanting more? Like, do you feel like Kenya has everything you need, or are you maybe like gonna move elsewhere to where there's more hills?
I think Kenya definitely has everything that I need road wise. I think the roads are pretty decent enough that like I could skate here my whole life, and varied enough that I could skate here my whole life and like be pretty satisfied. What's absolutely lacking for me is the lack of community. Um, and the quality of and the quality of the community, I'd say, because like I can go skate at a high level at these roads, but I don't really have anyone else to challenge me. And the other issue as well is like a lot of the skaters don't really come from the best sort of socioeconomic backgrounds. They don't really have too much disposable income. It costs money to get out to these spots. And I would like to hit this spots like at least once a week or at least a couple times in a week. But they just don't have the budget to accommodate that. They don't have the disposable income that allows them to sort of have that kind of lifestyle. And it's just a reality of living in Kenya. Um, but yeah, so if you had a bigger community, we had more people skating hard, skating at a high level, more people with the income to go out to these spots which are pretty far away, like an hour and a half from the city, or like with that spot that you did that we did see like 7 hours away. Um, then things would be okay. It's just the lack of community. That's the issue for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed in your Full Circle documentary, you said nobody cares about sports in Kenya.
Yeah.
So is that just because of the distance? Everyone's just so spread out, or just the culture just doesn't really care about doing sports, or doesn't have the time to?
I'd say okay, so that statement had a little bit of a lie in it. They do care about sports, they care about athletics and like a couple other things, but it's just the government, the culture doesn't really see the worth in investing in people doing sports. Like if you go to the Philippines, like the even like the local municipalities, the local county governments, they're really heavily invest in the people doing sports there, no matter what kind of sport it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but like when I was out there for like the downhill skateboarding festival that they had, like it was so sick to see the local government like working so hard to make this event so great, you know. And we just don't have that here. And I think maybe it's because of the culture. I don't know why, but there's just not that level of investment and care, which sucks. But it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, in Puerto Rico, that was like a huge difference. Their local government
Yeah.
like throws the Oaxaca, and it just makes a huge difference. The stuff that they can do, they
Yeah.
can shut down roads so much more easily than just one of us skaters being like, "We want to have an event here."
That's sick, man. Like I didn't know it was like that in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty rad.
For sure.
Highly recommend.
Nice.
And while we're on it, come to Skate the Cape. When are you coming to the USA?
Dude,
You
Got
are
a great
plugging
event for
this
ya.
event, dude.
March 28th.
dude, I'd love to come out to the USA, but number one, the visa process is fucking crazy.
Ah, damn.
Oh,
And you play
Yeah,
music too. You fit right in. Like it's a music and longboard festival.
dude, I'd love it. I'd fucking love it, man. I'd be if it
Let's
was
get
up
this
to
guy
me,
a
I'd be
visa.
out there. Fuck the what do they call it? Yeah, the US consulate or embassy, bro.
oh
Fuck
yeah.
them, bro.
Sorry to hear that.
The U.S. border, we're assholes for some weird reason. I honestly don't know why. It's easy
Yeah,
to leave the United States, but getting back in,
getting in. Yeah,
it is something else, man. It
yeah,
is.
it is what it is, man. You guys just have to come and visit me. That's what it is, bro.
I've always wanted to go to Africa.
The
Or
roads
hell,
look pretty sick and smooth. I was shocked at how well the roads, like the
Yeah.
condition.
Well, not all roads are like that, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know they're there. There's some good shit out there.
Abuga, you ever heard of the phrase "come to the Midwest"?
Yes.
It's like a meme, but I think
It's
like
a meme.
come to Africa is kind of becoming the new come to the Midwest. Come to Kenya.
Yeah,
Let me ask you
maybe.
something,
Yeah,
Abuga. Let me
yeah.
ask you something. If there was one dish, one food dish that you would recommend to introduce your culture to
Yeah.
people from another country, what would you recommend?
Very easy. It's called nyama choma, which is basically barbecued goat meat or beef. It's just super
Ooh.
simple, super tasty. Probably not that different from other cultures out there, but it's pretty sick.
Is it
Yeah.
prepared differently or like marinated in something?
It's I think it's prepared a bit differently, and like the accompaniments are a little bit different,
Hmm.
but just the whole experience of getting it is pretty unique in my experience. Like out of all of my travels, I haven't really experienced something like that. It's pretty unique. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's pretty tasty. We took Julian to get nyama choma, and he fucking loved it. Um, yeah, he loved it. Yeah,
Man, if you come to
All
the
right.
if you come to the United States, definitely go
yeah,
to the deep south. They've got some good food down there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we
Deep
got you
South.
covered, dude.
I mean, like North Carolina, Tennessee, that's considered the deep south. Like, just go down there, get some breakfast burritos, some collard
Yeah,
greens, some anything, dude. It's all good.
sounds
Don't
good,
forget the
man.
don't forget the biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
The biscuits and gravy. Got it, bro. Noting
yes.
everything down. Yeah.
So Buga,
Mhm.
you said that you have difficulty getting to hills. It's tough building a community out there. The government doesn't support. Um, what drives you to keep going if that's the case? Like it sounds like you're kind of fighting an uphill battle out there. Which is like
Um, yeah,
it's no different for other people in like United States or Europe or South America who are trying to build a community and not have people to skate with or government
yeah.
who cares about maintaining roads and stuff like that. I'm experiencing that here myself as well. But like what has kept you kind of motivated?
Dude, because I just fucking love skating, bro. I wanna fucking keep skating. I wanna skate different hills. I just love it. And like despite it being hard, despite me getting fucking frustrated with people, like I always wake up and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do to get to this hill? Who do I need to get out with me to make sure the fuel's subsidized or whatever? Um, how do I get this guy gear so like he can keep skating with me and get better? And like there's more people in the community. Like I don't know, like I just like skating so much. I just want to get to a certain level, and like there's just a part of me that um, is willing to make things happen for me to get to that level or to get to that stage. And I don't know how else to describe it than me being just super passionate about skating. But yeah, there's just a part of me that just doesn't give a fuck. Like I want to do what I need to do to get out there.
Yeah.
Sacrifice what I need to sacrifice. So
Let
yeah.
it possess you. It'll take you places.
Exactly, it's a possession, bro. It's a demonic force.
So
What it is. Man.
on that note, I've got a guest question for you.
Mm-hmm.
This question's from Jesse Fabrizio.
Sup, Jesse? Yeah.
He asks, when are you going to learn seamless 360s or slide shove-its?
I can do a slide shove it. Easy. Anyone could do that. Like 20 minutes, 30 seconds, dude. Like
Show me.
but slide 360s?
Seamless.
Never, bro. Never ever. You'll be in your grave before I do them, bro.
Bro,
It's all about the torque, my friend. It's all about the torque. You got to wind up your arms.
I just found a tip that like blew my mind.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this earlier. You ever jump on a trampoline or a diving board?
Yep.
You know, like right before you do like the spin, you kind of like dip your hip the opposite way and get your shoulder low. I tried doing that on my tech slide board, and it just immediately just couldn't even stop myself if I wanted to. Just did like a seamless 360. It was so
like
sick.
you wound yourself up like a one of those motor toys.
Pretty much. I mean, like
Yeah,
just like dip the hip and then
Cut the
just
torque.
like explode.
Yeah.
I've got a great
it's
trick
just-
tip on the seamless threes. You go to YouTube, Basement Board Riders. You'll be doing them by tomorrow.
Self plug. That's what we need,
Also,
dude.
I've seen your
Plug
how
it.
to videos. And
Yeah.
you do a bunch. And how is that? Like, whenever I do a how-to video, it kind of helps me like learn the trick. I want to ask you, doing all those how-to videos, how that's helped you and why you do them.
Hey Rob, make sure you tag the website.
Shout out Faceplant Board Riders. You guys also have a documentary, bro. I can see. I'm on YouTube on my second screen. I can see you here without a beard, man.
Nice.
Oh, you should see the skatecation video, man. That's a work of art right there.
What Faceplant Skatecation?
Oh yeah, that's a really good video.
Okay, wait.
Hot Lap Summer. Oh man, this is so many.
Maybe
Anyway,
I-
enough about me. Back to you.
yeah. So I'd say I don't know. I don't know if. Okay, so I think doing all those like tutorials has definitely helped me like become a better rider, more in the sense of like when things aren't working for me, like if I'm out at a session and the tool side isn't working for me or whatever, I can sort of like break down what I'm doing to myself, figure out like, okay, my foot positioning is off, or hey, maybe I haven't tightened my back truck enough or whatever. Maybe something is fucking off. Like from bushing is different because I was doing like a different style of riding last time, and just helping me do sort of that troubleshooting. So that's how they've helped me a lot. Just sort of understanding that doing a toe side, heel side, whatever, can be broken down into small individual pieces, and it's and just understanding how those pieces like affect each thing. So that's actually been super valuable. But why do I do them? Because it sucks to like be getting into the sport and not have the information you need. So I kind of, when I got into the sport, like things were dying down. I got into downhill 2016, 2017. Loads of shit was dying down. Silverfish was dying down. The community was dying down. Finding information, finding people to skate with was such a headache. And I'm really good at finding information and like connecting things and finding where I need to go. But I know a lot of people don't have that skill. So I wanted to make it super easy for people to get into. And hopefully I've achieved that. I don't know. Like I don't have like too many views on some of those tutorials. But yeah, that was the motivation for me. And ultimately also to give like gratitude to what longboarding has given to me. It's given me like something to look forward to every day, and being able to give back to longboarding itself was something pretty important to me at the time. So yeah.
Well, that's noble of you, man.
Thank you.
We were just talking about with our last guest how the like the slowdown of like celebrity longboarding and like racing and stuff really gave a place for growth for the people who were looking to do stuff like you're doing, like making videos and community to help people grow and learn. How did you kind of get to the point where it felt like it was worth doing, like where you were getting the views, the traction you wanted, and how did that kind of come about to get to that point?
So the way things kind of worked out for me was very lucky. I started like, you guys know, like when you type in like best longboards on Amazon, blah blah blah, like you get like these really shit websites or whatever, right?
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
2018, I was super broke. Someone posted, "Hey, I need some," on like a Facebook group. He was like, "Hey, I need someone to write up an article for me. Blah blah blah. I'll pay like this much." And I was like, "Okay, why not?" Started writing for him. He was in that like he had like that exact type of website that made those shitty ass articles of like, "Oh, hey, this is the best helmets for kids." And then he'd link like 10 shitty fucking Amazon products that weren't that great, and I just had to write about them, right? So I did that for a while, and then eventually I was like, why don't I just start my own website and just see where it goes? And I did that for a while, but I was more honest in my articles about like, okay, hey, this is kind of okay, this is kind of shit, this is okay, but you'd rather buy from a skate shop when you can, blah blah blah. And as COVID came around, I was making no fucking money on my website. I was making like maybe $30, and then like 1 month out of nowhere, I made like $400. and I was like,
Nice.
what? I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going? That kind of blew my mind because I was super fucking broke. I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. So that was like God opening a door for me and being like, here you go, motherfucker. Like,
Leave it to a pandemic to make you get your shit together.
yeah. So like I saw that and I was like, hey, maybe there's an opportunity here. So um I started basically trying to do everything I could do to make it sustainable and to make as much money as I could while still being ethical and like um, a boon to the community as much as I could, right? Um, and basically, what sort of driven me to do everything is basically money initially, but then as I started doing it more, I was like, okay, the money is cool, right? Um, and fun fact, downhill has made me very little money throughout the years. Like
No
fuck all.
way.
Yeah,
What?
downhill. Like maybe apart from like the Patreon, but downhill has made like very little money. The things that have actually like made this kind of sustainable is cruising and cruising related accessories. Um, but yeah, the only reason that like okay, basically it's never been financially worthwhile for me to make videos regarding downhill. The only reason I've made it is because I want to give back to the community. I want the community to grow, and it's just been nice to help people. I kind of like helping people as well. But what also kind of helps is also getting free shit, like getting love from companies I really look up to. Um, that's been super nice and has kind of helped me keep things going. So I hope that's answered your question.
Yeah. So out of
Yeah.
all the brands you've gotten
Yeah.
stuff from, which relationship do you feel has been like the most helpful and healthy for your growth as an artist and a skater?
That's a great question. I think a lot of brands have brought like different things to like the table or like different experiences. So I can't answer and say like one specific brand has been like great to work with and been the most beneficial. I think Lanyards gave me um, a lot of opportunity to grow as a rider and to grow as a content creator as well. Honestly, like looking back at what I was doing back then, like I'm really surprised they took a chance on me. But if it wasn't for that sponsorship, like I don't think I'd be where I am today. I think I definitely grew sick of like reviewing boards, reviewing shit I didn't care about, but just having access to all those materials and the freedom to experiment and having like a great team manager. Shout out Dan Norberg, Norberg. I don't know how to say his name. Willing to send me stuff and experiment and that kind of thing. Like that was super valuable. Another relationship that's been really great is my relationship with Comet. Um, Comet, or rather Aaron Breedmore at Comet, has been super down to support me and super down to meet me at my level, super down to like go out of his way to make things happen for me, sacrifice some things on his end so that I have it better sometimes. And that's like a relationship that I really value. And there's a lot of confidence I got because of that relationship, which has been super sick. Aided Wilco, even though we're not really on speaking terms now for various reasons. Very juicy gossip there. I won't speak about it.
No way.
But you guys will
That's
find
what we're
out.
here
Like,
for. Let's hear it.
hey, depending on how nice you guys are, flatter me a little bit. I'll tell you everything you need to know. But like, he's really good with like giving out products, with supporting riders. He does do some other things really terribly, really shittily, but like he definitely helped boost me up a little bit, helped boost up the Ken community a lot as well. He gave us like a lot of free wheels that a lot of people are still skating today and enjoying today, a lot of free bushings. He definitely has been like a boon. So there's that. And who else? What I will say, like when I knew like, hey, this thing is kind of fucking working, is when Daniel from Rocket hit me up and I was like, no way, Rocket longboards, no fucking way, this guy's from Switzerland. That was sick. So yeah, I guess every sort of relationship had its own like thing. So
Well, hey man, like if you put in the work, it'll come back to you tenfold. That's the circle of rice, and you've definitely put in the
not
work, so you
always,
deserve it.
bro. Not always, bro. Not always, man. But
Well, at least a little. Hopefully, a little.
a little, bro. I got like a free. I got like a free board from Rocket like a couple times, so that's nice.
That's amazing.
I'd say your formula is working because I've done like how-to videos and reviewed my boards, and none of them come close to the views that you're getting. So you're doing something right. So good job.
I
know they
thank
all
you.
don't do that, and it sucks. But I think
Yeah,
it's a numbers game too, and like sometimes doing the simplest thing gets the most views. Like I did like a how-to heel side, and like that has like
yeah.
the most views that
Blew up.
all my how-tos. I'm like, that's the easiest one, but that's what people
Yeah,
like.
it's definitely not like a direct relationship with like your effort. I I definitely do feel like the videos like I've put in so much effort, and I'm like, yo, this is an amazing video, start to finish. This has a fucking storyline. It has characters, or whatever. Or this is an amazing product that people want to see. But ultimately, it's just learning about like what people want to see, and kind of figuring that shit out and going with that. Because you got to give the people what they want. Ultimately,
Hopefully,
customer is king. Yeah.
hopefully, hopefully, a little bit of what fills your cup in the process. You know.
That's the difficult part, like balancing what fills your cup, what you're passionate about, what drives you, and what people want, what's going to bring home money, etc. Yeah.
All right, Abuga. I got another guest question for you.
Beautiful.
This one's from Jared Nelson.
What's up, Jared?
Is there any way of making skateboards out there? And can I help you with planning and making a build shop?
There is a way of making skateboards out here. We can definitely get sheets of wood. I can definitely make a mold. But the thing that makes me hesitate is with anything, it's not going to be as simple as just making a mold, getting some sheets, getting some glue, getting a press, whatever. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be just beyond a time investment, beyond money. So that's just the main reason I don't want to do it. If I was rich and I had the disposable income, I would absolutely be already making my own boards. But yeah,
You got to find someone who has money that will support you, like a sugar mama or a sugar skate shop.
That's on the cards actually. 2025, bro. Getting at least 2 sugar mamas, man.
Yeah. Hey,
Skate shop might be a good idea. Might be a good route.
Yeah, have you tried partnering with a skate shop? Have any skate shops shown interest in like partnering with you, maybe supporting you?
In Kenya or
Yeah, local.
There's only like the skate shops we have are too small for that kind of thing. And actually, the funny thing is, the Downhill 254 brand isn't that big in Kenya. It's big outside of Kenya, so I don't have like that much like local influence or whatever or local hype. So yeah.
What about a shop like Sick or Meter Skate or?
I did have a conversation with Nate Promotion, but at the time I was so burnt out with like all like the skate stuff, so nothing really. It didn't really go anywhere. But yeah.
Sick though.
Sick, no, I don't think Sick is too corporate for the skate world, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Let's see. Where can we go from here? Let's kind of change it up a bit. Here we go. So you've been a gear reviewer and an active member of the online worldwide longboarding community.
Yeah.
Which you said filming yourself helps progress your skating and kind of gets you what you want out of it. How do you balance the relationship between what your interests are and what your audience interests are? Like you were saying, the cruiser vibe is definitely more like a bigger thing, but also like what does that do to your own like path of skating? Like, are you kind of like on your own path now? Are you kind of like,
Yeah.
sidestep into like what the audience, if your audience is kind of wanting to see? How's that going?
I'm 1000% on my own path now. Like if you look at my Instagram, if you look at my YouTube, I'm not really posting for views anymore. I'm posting kind of what I want, how I want it, when I want it. So I'm kind of on my own path, and I think it's important for me to be on this path now because I need to figure out what works great for me, what I can do, whilst also bringing the audience along. Because for the longest time for me, it was about catering to the audience, catering to the algorithm as well. And that what that meant for me was sometimes skating in ways that I didn't enjoy. For example, like I'd have to like review a product every week. What that meant was I get a product Monday, for example, let's say like a tugboat from Land Yards. I go out, I cruise it, collect footage, cruise it in a specific environment, and the next day I go and cruise it again. Um, and then I create like a video about it or a review about it. And the thing is, if if it wasn't for like the review of the audience, I wouldn't be skating the fucking tugboat. I don't care about the tugboat. I don't like the tugboat. Like I wouldn't buy the tugboat, you know. You know what I mean? Like
It's a grind.
yeah, I don't care about this product. I'm doing it because I know at the end of the day, like I'm gonna get views. It's gonna progress my channel. I'm gonna get subscribers. I'm gonna get a little income from the views that I get. Like I don't care about it, and that would happen with a lot of the cruising products. Like I'd have to make videos, like for example, big versus small longboard wheels, and I'm like, okay, I already know like the difference. I already know how it affects the performance characteristics, but I have to go on video. I have to break down different characteristics. I have to like talk about it, and it's not just like talking normally, right? You have to present. You have to be energetic.
Yep.
You have to have a persona or whatever. And for me, that just wasn't sustainable long term. I fucking hated it. I fucking got burnt out. I actually do like making videos about products that I'm excited about. I actually do like filming. I actually do like breaking down things, but doing that week after week, doing that for products I didn't care about, that I wouldn't be skating otherwise, like it just fucking like got so burnt out. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
could tell when I was like
yeah,
watching you post on Instagram that you were kind of
yeah,
hitting your limit. So I'm glad you kind of did what you had to
yeah,
do and got away from that shit.
yeah. So yeah,
It becomes work, and work
yeah,
sucks.
it's work. Like no, you see the thing is if I had help, if I had like someone to edit my videos for me, at least I could take off some of the burden, but it's all me, bro. And I just wasn't at that level where like I could like, what's the word? Offset it to someone else, like get someone else to do it for me or
Right.
some parts for it. So
Because you got to either
yeah.
give them wheels or gear or pay them.
Yeah, you have to pay them. So and I don't
Right.
have that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you do a lot of self-filming,
Yeah.
tripods and stuff like that?
Yeah, so when I'm doing like a talking head video, I have a tripod set up. But when I'm out skating, I usually have my Insta360 going or like a GoPro on a selfie stick going. It's not safe to leave a camera on a selfie stick in Kenya. Sorry, on a tripod in Kenya. So I don't do a lot of that, but I do a lot of selfie stick filming, or I did a lot of selfie stick filming. So yeah.
You got to get one of those drones that follows you, the autopilot drones.
Couldn't keep up, bro. I'm too fast, man.
Hey, are drones allowed in Kenya? Is that like a thing that's like governed? And is there a lot of
um
drones and filming?
it is a thing that's governed. You have to have like a license to film like with a drone.
Hmm.
But like you probably get away with it. Like no one's paying too much attention all the time. So yeah.
So one thing that kind of stands out to me with your videos, Abuga, is how there's
Yeah.
always people chilling on the side of the road, like walking up the hills and like watching and stuff. Like, what is
Yeah.
the general vibe from the locals, and like, what's the vibe from law enforcement and stuff like that when you're
Yeah.
riding?
So from like local people, often okay, most people walking are just probably commuting from point A to point B for work, whatever, blah blah blah. So most people really don't care if I skate. Some people think it's fucking crazy. Some people love it. And the more I skate a sport, the more I develop like a relationship with like some people. Like I started to recognize them, they started to recognize me. So it's pretty chill. Um, so there's that, yeah. But some people fucking think I'm crazy. Like more often than not, if they see me for the first time, they're like, "Hey, you're trying to kill yourself? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Or you're looking to die, bro? Like, weird."
Nah, bro,
It's
I'm slag as fuck.
yeah, bro. I'm fucking
Get on my
like
level, bitch. Fuck
it's
you.
so fucking annoying. Like it gets to you at a point after a while, but like yeah, like it's hard to like skate in Kenya without getting like a random comment from a stranger, like some snarky shit or whatever. From law enforcement, we haven't really had any issues, like zero issues, which has been nice. But I do go out of my way to like be super friendly. If I see a cop, always say hi, and I always like if there's like a car coming down or whatever, make sure I'm like in my lane, make sure I'm like not doing anything that would make them want to stop me, anything too dangerous. But like I always go out of my way to have a positive relationship with the local law enforcement, so that I don't have any issues skating. I have had one or two run-ins, like one run-in in my neighborhood, like a cop. This was so long ago. Was telling me like, "Oh, this shit is illegal. You shouldn't be doing this in this neighborhood," and I basically just stood my ground and told them off. Um, so it's kind of like a balance of like knowing when to like stand your ground or when to be friendly. But more often than not, I try to be as friendly as possible and respectable as possible, if that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like kind of the same thing we do here. Just
Yeah.
try to be nice to people, smile and wave. Don't let
Exactly.
them walk away. Being able to reinforce a stereotype through an experience.
Yeah.
Are-
Yeah.
When I was watching your videos, the road looked like pretty dirty. It was pretty cool. Like you're doing like these cool, like
Yeah.
check slides, holding onto the board, and you're really like staying close to the curbs. And there's a lot of traffic too. It's like every time you hit that corner, a car would come around at the same time. Is there a lot of traffic where you skate? And like, where did your style come from? Skating the way you do, like super close to the curbs, kind of like surfy tight. It's like a free ride downhill, fast style, I'd say. Where did that come from?
So it depends the time you go and skate. Like I think because I'm getting older these days and I'm getting more averse to danger and I can wake up earlier also. Like I tend to stay away from like peak traffic times these days. But when I was younger, I just get it when I could. There's this sport that I used
Getting
to
older and
skate.
wiser. That's good.
Getting older and wiser. Finally, like my brain cells are like maturing. Um, there's this spot like 30 minutes or 20 minutes from where I live. And I used to skate it at fucking peak traffic, and it's the dumbest. Looking back, it's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking done. But I never got hurt or anything. But you're super dangerous. But it really depends on the time you go and like and hit things. I will say my style comes from the danger in Kenya. I'm almost always never going like full blast unless I'm really like confident in the sport. So I'm always like leaving a little space for like Jesus, like just in case anything happens, like I could probably like slow down in time or like throw myself off the road, avoid as much danger as possible or whatever. Um, so I guess that's where my style comes from. And also we don't have the steepest spots in the city. So most of the time, I'm basically trying to go as fast as I possibly can. Um, so that ends up with like a lot of hands down riding, a lot of tucking, and not too many stand up slides. So there's that. And also like maybe trying to maximize and get as much speed out of the road as possible. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, definitely. Do you
Yeah.
dabble in like? I mean, you said you could do like heel flip and kick flip. Like, do you mix in your skateboard style and like? Do you do a lot of tricks? Are we going to see you in the virtual slide jam in the future?
No, most likely not, because it's like it takes so much time just maintaining my skill level at downhill and trying to get better that like I kind of find like I don't have that much time to like do much free ride or do like other types of skating. Like if I spend like 3 days out of the week doing downhill and those are like 2-3 hour sessions, like then you have like work. I mean, I'm unemployed now, so I don't know what my other excuses are. But like, you have like
You're a
working
full-time
out. You have
skater, that
just
means.
exactly. So like, I just don't have that much time to like do like street skating or anything like that. So yeah.
Abuga, it's been confirmed that free
Yeah.
riding helps you be a better downhill racer. Got to cross train.
I 100% agree. I mean, I can squat slide and I can do a heel side and I can do a toe side stand up on my race board. So is that good enough? Does that pass? Is
You
there
can do
anything
it.
else
You
want
can
to
do a seamless 360
Ah,
across the road. You'll figure out where the apex is,
Nah,
guaranteed.
no way, bro. No
What
way,
part of the
bro.
road gives you the most grades so you can
Hey,
get most speed?
can Jesse even do that? Like Jesse's out here talking shit. Can he back it up?
A seamless 3? Have you seen the virtual
seamless
slot
3?
jam 3 yet?
Oh, nah, I'm
You did a
gonna
couple of them.
go hound him, bro. I'm gonna go hound him.
All right, so I want to ask you a question a bit about what you're currently doing, and what I've seen
Yeah,
has been like pretty welcomed by the downhill community. Live
yeah.
streaming,
Yeah, okay. So
how's that been?
okay, so it's kind of weird. Like the only reason I did the World Skate live stream is because I knew like a lot of people wouldn't have access to it because they had this weird thing where you had to log in to like the website, and then I kept hearing about how like some people in some countries couldn't log in or whatever, like kick them out. So bullshit. So I just kind of wanted to do that live stream for that, just provide it for people. So I wasn't really expecting anything. There was a crazy attendance, which is fucking sick.
Yeah, it was fun.
And a lot of people kept telling me like, "Hey, dude, the live stream was great." And I was kind of like, "Wait, what do you mean it was great?" Like, "Hey, yeah, like your commentary was great. Like the shit you were saying, the shit you did before the live stream was super fun." So I was like, "Okay." And then Harry Clark was like, "Hey, dude, you should do a podcast." And I was like, "Wait, what do you mean?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, like you're great on the mic. You should do a podcast. It'd be fun to watch." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I've kind of warmed up to the idea of doing it, and I've done a couple. I also really like the fact of how low effort it all is. Like
Yeah,
I can set it up, I can talk shit to people, I can read comments, and it's way better than like sitting down, filming a talking head video, and going back and editing everything. Like it's way easier, and I think I still provide like decent value to the community that way. So
absolutely. It's like the
yeah,
closest we can get to hanging out if we're all across the country or world.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a really
Yeah.
smart way to do it, especially as like a one-man show. It's nice having 3 of us doing this podcast because it's a lot of work. So you doing it
Yeah,
on
it
your
is.
own. And I saw you got like
Especially trying to coordinate
10K
with each other's
views in your
schedules.
first episode with Harry. That's freaking awesome.
Wait! No way, dude! Wait! What the fuck?
Yeah, man. I'm pretty
Wait,
sure.
let me check.
Let's verify this and get
He's
the
been,
exact
he's
count.
been on a,
Oh, very-
Harry's been on a tear with the podcast lately.
He has, yeah.
Three-
Oh, I
three
didn't
in the
get
past
10K
week.
views. I got 840 views. Maybe on
Oh,
something
sorry.
else.
I might
Why
have,
you hyping
might
me
have
up, bro?
exaggerated that.
Hyping me up, but like I think,
My eyes are bigger than my brain.
yeah,
I don't know what
all
happened there.
good, man.
Your videos of it, some of them got 10K.
Yeah,
could've
some
swore
do
that
have
one.
10K. Yeah, some
But
maybe
it looked
maybe
really
I'm
fun.
mistaken.
I'm excited to dive into those. What's the name of your
Yeah.
podcast?
It doesn't have a name.
What?
Check it out. You can watch it on YouTube, right? On your Downhill
Yeah.
254. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's on the live tab on the channel.
Mostly
Um,
downhill stuff, or
Yeah, mostly downhill stuff. Like pretty much downhill freeride racing, and yeah, trying to like interview more and more people. Just like I don't know, because
we got 3
what I
episodes
also
out
like,
right now, right?
yeah, what I
Nice.
also really like is like learning from like myself. Like when I interview someone, I learn a lot, and that's also super sick. And being able to present that kind of information to people, because I know a lot of people have questions, but they don't get asked, they don't get answered. So I really like that as well. So yeah,
Yeah, it's like we don't get to talk about this stuff enough and in depth or like have the space to do it. So I'm glad to see all
Yeah.
these podcasts coming up because we as longboarders, we need media and we need to like
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned so much from our guests already and like kind of like
Yeah.
feel like I'm getting cheat codes, learning how to break down these tricks and and
Yeah.
you like figuring out your formula to getting views and stuff. It's been really educational and valuable and again,
Yeah.
having a lot of fun, learning a lot. You're a cool dude.
Cheers,
I would have never
man.
met you.
Cheers,
So
man.
that's the
Happy to
coolest thing
meet.
about longboarding.
Yeah, happy to meet all of you guys as well, man. It's fun.
I looked up
Mm.
some Kenyan skate sayings. I want to try one and see if
Go for it,
see
man.
if I'm way off or okay. Here we go. I'm gonna pick an easy one. I like this one a lot. Unaweza kufall lakini hata stop, which it says means you might fall but you won't stop. Is that in your lingo at all?
No. Did you? Is this
Damn
pulled
it,
from a website?
ChatGPT.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's
ChatGPT. Oh,
ChatGPT.
yeah, this fucked you over. Maybe I
Yeah.
should. Yeah,
This is a fun
give
one
me
too.
another one.
Kazi ya
Yeah.
pavement.
Huh?
Kazi ya pavement. Work the pavement.
Dude, no, dude.
I'm gonna roll right now.
Can you
Chat-
give me like
ChatGPT.
a cool Kenyan skate slang?
Wait. Let me just link you to our website. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to say. It's weird. It's weird. Like we basically copy Americans with what they say. So I can't. Like I'm blanking now. Maybe the pressure's too much. You guys are making me nervous, bro. But like,
Do you say finna?
what's that?
Do you say finna?
What's finna? No.
Slang.
Finna, yeah. We finna skate this. We finna skate this road. I don't know, bro. Like American culture influences everything. So I don't know.
Yeah.
There's too much culture in America.
You got none.
There's
Not
so
even,
many
like,
different
how do you
dialects
how
and
do you say like
different.
we're stoked?
We love it. We're eating it all up, bro. So I'll get back to you on the can saying.
Alright.
So
Think on it. By
For
any
the
episode.
record, not everyone in America says finna. Just to put that out there.
My grandpa said it for sure. Finna go fishing?
Hey, grandpa's a cool kid, bro.
Yeah, it's cool. So the world's been dying to know, Abuga, who won the
Yes.
race between you and Julian.
Oh man. So it's a very long story. We didn't actually
was.
race.
What?
We didn't actually race. But if we raced, so we had a conversation, and I was like, if he raced, most likely he would have won.
Really?
What happened? Like I set aside a day for racing or whatever, and we woke up a bit late. And the thing is, it's kind of like our rainy season here. So during the mornings it's pretty dry, but like in the afternoon, mid-afternoon, from about 3-4, it's probably gonna rain. So we woke up kind of late. We go to the spot around like 2:30, and we didn't have enough time to run the race. So we didn't actually do it. But
Damn.
it would have been really tight, dude. It would have been really tight. Like I think if everything was perfect for me that day, I think I would have beat him. But if I was less than perfect, I think he would have beat me. And as you know, things aren't always perfect. So
What was the
I thi-
course? Was it more geared towards heavy riders or was it more tech?
it was a little bit of everything, right? So you had like a tuck lean corners, grip corners, slide corners as well. But like I don't know what it is, but he just had this advantage on me. Maybe it's my bearings, or maybe it's the wheels I was running when we were actually like skating together. But like he just kept catching up to me like way quicker. And like I know my tuck is good. I also think at the time I had like these parachute pants, like this parachute short that had like holes in them and kept like catching the air or whatever. And I had my knee pads on as well, but he kept catching me. But the thing is, it's actually really hard to pass on the road that we were going to race on, unless you have like a really good advantage. Um, and I was basically faster than him, but I was basically faster than him on every corner. Like I took a better line because obviously I'm a local, it's my road. Took better lines. Um, he got into tuck quicker than me, but I took better lines consistently, carried more speed consistently. So I think if I did everything perfect, I would have won. But he was just very quick.
We're
So
waiting to see it, man. Wait, I'll
there's
sit
no
on the edge of
race,
my
bro.
seat.
Yeah, dude, like I was excited about it as well, but like we just kind of woke up late that day, like and I blame Julian for this, by the way. Julian, I blame you. Like I was really like aggressive throughout most of the trip, like telling him and my other friends like wake up super early every time so that like we get time to skate. But like I guess I was too aggressive about that, and like we came back from that crazy skate trip that we filmed, and like he was just really I don't know, he just couldn't handle all the like aggressive timekeeping. So I just decided to take things chill. So yeah, we woke up too late, couldn't run the race, and yeah, it's a bit shit, but whatever.
Well, tell us a little bit about that new video of yours. So, you guys, how
Yeah.
far did you guys travel to find that road, and how did you
Yeah.
find it?
So we went to a city that's about 5-6 hours from where I live, and we stayed there for like a couple of days. That city is near like what a lot of people call the Kenyan Alps. Basically, there's just really this crazy escarpment, and that basically leads to like this plain or whatever. And since 2017, I've always wanted to visit there. I've just not had the budget. I've just not had the resources. Like a lot of people, a lot of the skates in here just couldn't afford to pay their way to get out there. Like it costed us about like 17,000 shillings, which is like maybe $110 each, which is not a lot of money, but like for a lot of people here, it's quite the investment or whatever. Um, so we got out there. First day, we kind of went to like this spot that I've always wanted to skate, and unfortunately got chip sealed a couple of years ago. I knew that, but I was talking to some. It's this crazy spot that takes like 2 hours to like skate down. If it was like properly smooth, but because they chip sealed it, they kind of fucked it all up. But I have some rollerblader friends, and they told me that hey, it's actually skatable, but like I guess it's skatable for rollerbladers and not us,
Mm.
which sucks. So we spent like 2-3 hours on the road. We did find one spot that was super nice to skate, but like that was it. And then we got back when it was dark, and it was pretty disappointing. But that area has like multiple hilly spots. So we went up to this other area that I kind of found on Google Maps and looking around a little bit. Fortunately, we do have Street View, but it's from 2022, so it's not that recent. So it doesn't have all the information. And like in getting there, they had recently paved this new road, maybe a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, and like it's not on maps, you can't find it. If even if you look on Google Earth, like the road is still brown because it's the Google Earth imagery that's there is dirt. So we were super lucky to find it, and we found that one spot, we found another spot, we found another spot, we found like literally like 5-6 spots that were all butter, perfect pavement, perfectly smooth, kind of quiet, no cars, nothing. Some of the most beautiful scenery, and we didn't skate them all. We didn't get them all on film, unfortunately. But that's how it goes sometimes. But it was fucking sick. So if I wanted to skate it again, it's about maybe 6.5 hour drive from where I am right now. So yeah.
Bro, you gotta hit up the WDSC. Get him to throw a Kenya race.
I don't think they could handle the Kenyan fucking bureaucracy and corruption, bro. This just getting that race to happen is so it's
It's
just
their
seems like
job.
such a fucking headache. Dude, it's like listen, it's their job, yes, but when you come here and when you want to get things done and when it involves government, it's like the government doesn't want it to happen. It's like they do everything in their power to like not make it happen. It's an uphill battle every fucking time. it's the worst fucking thing always, unless you have like someone who's connected in the government. Like it's so hard to get shit done.
Huh.
And yeah, like it's simple things like getting your ID renewed or getting your passport renewed. Like you need to know someone in like the whatever, like in the government or whatever to get it done. Like it's so shit. Like you guys, it's fucking terrible. Like trust me on this, is fucking terrible. So yeah, getting WDSC down here is not gonna be as straightforward. But
What
yeah,
about
if
like a slide jam, like locally in your town? Would it be something you can do to get like a sanctioned one?
probably,
Close down a hill for a
probably.
day, get some vendors out there.
I mean, probably. Like I think that's more reasonable. Because it doesn't involve so many moving parts. That's more reasonable. But like, there's still a lot of bullshit to deal with. I would say.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like it would be a worthwhile investment to like potentially get people interested in sliding in a community?
No. From a business perspective, perhaps, but from like a community perspective, no, because like um, a lot of the type of person who gets into downhill skating is probably like not like on the normal wavelength. They're probably like outside of like the normal fucking wavelength. I
Probably.
know I am. Most likely, like when I think about it, like the people who are in fucking downhill skating are not like your normal, well-adjusted people. So that's number one. So you're getting fucking crazy people into downhill skating, and that's just not Kenya. That's fucking all over the world. Like,
Well,
just think about it.
we're talking like neighborhood stain lining, slide jam, spinning, skating,
Dude,
not
listen.
technically downhill raging.
Nah. Even like the people who do free rides, there's like something
You think so?
like with downhill. Like, trust me, like I've done like my own like analysis, bro. Like the people involved in skating, they're all characters, they're all special characters in their own way. Anyway, so that's number one. Number two, I've realized like a lot of people, maybe a bit gatekeepy, but like I don't think downhill should be for everybody because not everyone appreciates how you gotta keep you. There's a lot of sustainability involved. Like you gotta skate a certain way, you gotta skate at certain times, you gotta take care of your sports, you gotta have a certain relationship with the people at the sports. Like there's a lot that goes into making sure that the dangerous thing we're doing is sustainable and like the stakeholders in it, like community, yourself, are safe always. There's a lot of people who don't like appreciate that. And
It's a
yeah,
good
so
point.
I don't think you should grow it as much. Oh, I don't know. Unless you have like specific places to do it.
Yeah, we are still lacking the downhill skate park
We
in
need
most
it.
places.
We
I
need
mean,
it.
there's one in Canada, the one in Kamloops. That's a lot of fun.
There's
Yeah.
that one.
We need to get one here in America.
I know. I'm
You
surprised
guys
no
need
one's
it,
like
bro.
tried.
You would
I mean,
think there would be one built already, but especially in Cali. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just hasn't happened yet here in the States either.
there's a land parcel for sale that I've had my eyes on, but I can't afford it. We'd need the government to buy it and do all that shit, or nonprofit.
Dude, I'm sure you guys have so many roads out there that are like not in use that you could get the government to block it off or some shit like that. Like you just need,
wonder.
it's just about who you know, You just
Mhm.
gotta, I don't know.
Private roads. I think a lot of them are just
Roads is the
private
way to
roads.
go because it's a much
Yeah.
easier process and logistics to get it done. Because in fact, once a year we host a free ride event at a brewery on their property, and as long as we got
that's
the
big.
owners okay on it, we were free to skate. I mean, of course, permits and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's private roads. That's the way to go. As long as you get the property owners' permission on it, you're good to go.
Nice. Yeah, we don't have too many of those though.
Yeah, I've been looking at
Unfortunately.
one that's like gated, and I don't think anyone lives there during the winter time. So potentially trying to figure out how to break in and skate it myself. Out of all the things you've skated and reviewed, what was the thing that you were bummed to swap out?
Really upset to swap out. That's a great question. That's a very good question. I think
Like something
Okay,
that
well-
almost broke you having to take off. Like, I don't want to stop.
there's I wouldn't say a specific thing, but like just having the other fucking infuriating thing about like reviewing products, especially downhill, is having to dial in a setup like every single time. I think getting that set up perfect, like I'm happy with it at speed. I can do big stand-up slides, I can take corners with it, and then being like, okay, on to the next fucking thing. Like then having to start over, like it's fucking infuriating, dude.
I feel you.
I hated that like
Just
every single time.
Thank God you never rode Rojas, Abuga. Every
Dude,
time
I
you put them
spent-
on a different board, it's all over. It's just like
It's a whole
no!
different thing. It's
Yeah,
a whole different thing.
Absolutely, yeah. The concave makes it work differently, and it's all shit.
Dude, that's stressful.
Mm.
That is actually stressful. I stood on a set in the Philippines only. I never skated any, but like I can imagine. Yeah.
And what do you think? You got one?
Say again?
Can you think of anything that you were bummed on swapping out of?
Like I said, it's just every time I dialed in a new setup, like I would be pretty bummed about that. So I can't think of anything specifically.
Okay,
To be honest.
it's all good. All right. Got a question for you, if you don't mind talking about the worst crash you've had longboarding.
Oh, so there's the worst crash visually is when I got run over by a bike. And then there's my actual worst crash, which is when I dislocated my shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Getting run over by the bike, like it sucked, but like I woke up, I was fine. The injuries were minimal, so to me it's like whatever, bro. But it looks fucking crazy on camera. It looks
Yeah.
fucking
You
brutal.
straight up suplex that thing, dude.
Is that in
So-
full circle? That fall?
Yeah, it's in full circle. It's on my Instagram page as well, like pinned video.
Didn't it get posted to Hall of Meat as well?
Yeah. Whole of Meat fucked me up, bro.
Oh no.
I mean,
What happened there?
I sent it out. I'm not sending the video, but I didn't expect how fucking viral it would go, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit. I obviously you can relate like with your injury video, but like that shit went so viral. I had so many people sending me that video. It was posted everywhere. Everyone talking shit. They don't have all the fucking information, but still want to give their opinion regardless. Like it went viral. Like apparently went super viral in the Philippines as well, which is insane to me.
Whole world over.
That shit was worldwide, bro.
Do you regret
um,
posting it?
Looking back, not really. Like I'm fine. The guy is fine. It's fucked. I think for the most part, like it hasn't made a negative impact on my life. So
Any publicity is good publicity.
yeah, exactly. Any publicity is good publicity. Like I wasn't in the wrong, bro. Like I wasn't in the wrong fucking lane. So like I didn't do anything wrong. And I think it made me stronger as a content creator because that lesson was very powerful and very useful. But my actual worst crash, I dislocated my shoulder, and it was so painful and it was so brutal. Like I never want to go through something like that again, bro. That shit fucking sucked.
How does it dislocate now? Like, what way do you have to fall for it to pop out?
So the second dislocation I had, I got like my hand caught in my puck caught on something, and like my hand got pulled away from my body.
Like a toe side?
Yeah, toe side.
Mm.
And because my arm and my body was too weak to support my weight, like it just got pulled off, and that's how I dislocated my shoulder. Fucking sucked. But I started doing like pull-ups It's so funny. Like I used to be able to do like 8 pull-ups in a row, but I gained so much weight. I couldn't even do like 2. It was fucking crazy. I can do like 10 now, which is great. Like I'm stronger now, but I couldn't do 2. Weight 86 kg. It was fucking horrible. But worked through that. But at this other time, I was just doing like a toe side, airplane mode, and then like I went over like a weird patch, and like my hand was still steady. Like my hand was still steady. It was still fine, but like kind of being moved that way, kind of like moved it out of the socket,
Yeah.
and like it got dislocated. And then like as soon as I stood up and kind of did this, like it got relocated back. It didn't fully dislocate both times. It kind of just subluxed, and it doesn't hurt as much now. But the muscle does get sore over like the next couple days. So yeah, it still kind of feels weird now, dude. But
I ain't skating in the patch anymore. Every time I'm skating in the patch, I've subluxed my shoulder, and it's just not worth it.
patches in wet weather, dry weather, or just like different textures.
Like wet, dry. The road's like both wet and dry.
Are you doing airplane mode, or are you grabbing the board?
No, I'm just high siding and like putting my hands out.
Do you do any PT? Do you work out? Is there any strength training you're doing?
Yep, I've been doing like arms and upper body and legs and stuff. Swimming.
Yeah.
I saw you have a how-to video, how to fall properly, which I thought was really cool. So there's not many of those out there. Was that after these crashes or before?
It was way before, like a couple of years. No, like my first dislocation was I think 2019, and then that video was 2021 or 2022, and my other dislocations have happened this year. So yeah.
Yeah, their shoulders suck. Once they dislocate, they just want to keep coming out. It's a tough one, especially with putting gloves down. That's why I just do stand-ups from now on.
Stand-ups in the race heat. But like I think I'll be fine. I just need to like I think there was some exercises I was neglecting, because like otherwise my shoulder feels fucking strong in like most movement sort of areas. It's just like some specific areas I think I could like build it up a little bit. Yeah.
I hear if you're trying to get this muscle here like stronger,
Yeah.
if you do like dips but like kind of lean forward more, that
Really?
kind of helps. Something like that. Some dip. I don't know. I'm not a pro workout person at all by any means.
Let me see.
But yeah, let's cruise on into the end of this. Let's wrap this thing up. It's been great chatting. It's so sick to hear how you've experienced the community and how you've managed to find a way into the worldwide community with kind of being in Kenya where the community is not very strong. So yeah, that just shows that perseverance.
I noticed you rock a pink helmet. It's very stylish.
Shout out S1.
Where did that come from? Is it making a statement? Is that your swag? Make you ride better?
So I asked S1. S1 reached out to me one time, and they're like, "Hey, we'll send you some free stuff. What do you want?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just some helmets." They're like, "What color do you want?" I was like, "I don't know. Fuck me up." They sent me a pink helmet, and I was like, "Okay, cool."
Did you talk to Nick or was it Dan?
I don't know, dude. It was on Instagram. They're just like, "Hey, we love what you're doing, bro." So
if you had a pro colorway helmet, what would it be?
Probably black.
Yeah. Any markings or
black?
Well, what kind of black? Hold on, let's dive deeper into this. What shade of black? Like, is it going to be? Would there be sprinkles on it? Would it be matte black? Like, or more
gloss?
Gloss, yes.
Gloss black.
Gloss black with probably like some fancy graphic, like on the head or some bullshit. Yeah.
Maybe some texture added to it.
No texture. Just keep it simple. Keep the costs low.
Hell yeah.
Flames would be sick.
Black flames.
Black flames would be sick.
Amaterasu on that
Hey,
motherfucker.
there we go.
Ooh, all right.
That would be fire, bro. Yeah.
Matte black flames on a glossy black helmet. There we go. I dig
it.
that.
Hey, I love it. Yeah, that's a great idea.
S1,
like
hit him up. He's got it.
S1, slide in my DMs again, bro.
You're very lucky because Dan loves fast riders.
Yeah?
Yeah. Turns
That's
out
why I never heard back. Damn it.
Turns out Dan, the owner or the co-owner, he loves promoting skaters either A, does vert, or B, goes really fast down hills. And
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
that's what he personally likes. So
That's a
you're
compliment,
good.
man. That's a compliment right there.
Yeah,
I
dude.
wish I was fully sponsored though. So Dan, if you're watching this, like,
Dan from
Put a sticker on
S1.
this man's.
Yo, you gotta hit this guy up.
Get him some leathers.
Abuga sponsor
you-
Kenya, dude.
Some S1 leathers.
that would be fucking sick. If I got leather, I'd probably die, bro. Like honestly, go too fast and explode.
Explode. Hey, is there any cool projects you're working on right now that people can look forward to? Any product that you're itching to try next?
So I'm talking with a couple deck manufacturers at the moment. That kind of want to have the products reviewed. There's one guy in China. Shout out China.
Shout out China.
China.
Shout out China.
We can't we can't be too well. I mean, we support China as Americans, but right now with the election being over, we feel like politically things may or may not change in the near future here in America.
Oh,
We
they're
don't
gonna
know.
change, bro. You guys are gonna have to pay 300 million for these decks, bro. That's what's gonna happen, bro. 100% tariff.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I just want good product I could skate down hills on.
Dude, it's crazy. Everything is coming out of China. Like, I don't know how Americans are gonna like cope with. Anyway, that's a conversation for another day. But like, he's the Chinese deck maker is like really cool. Like, small unit, just two guys. They can like kind of make anything they want, any concave they want. Make things super affordable. They have crazy ideas, crazy construction. So that's really exciting. So I really look forward to that. I've been talking with Aaron Breedwar from Comet and harassing him. He's
Good old
getting
Aaron.
like, yeah, I love Aaron. I've been harassing him about like some products and stuff, and he's kind of listened to me, kind of listened to like some of the other riders on his team, and he's promised that he'll send me something. So really looking forward to that. Looking forward to that as a lot. Like I love the Comet concave, love the Comet construction. I love
That
Aaron.
footstop too.
I love the footstop. It's the best
Yeah.
footstop in the game, bro.
I
It's
still
so
miss
good.
it. I shouldn't have given my way. I blew it.
Nah, that was a rookie mistake, bro. You blew it, bro. Maybe Aaron can send you another. I
I'm
don't know.
learning. I'm learning from my mistakes.
Hey, live and learn, man. That's the name of the game. And then I just really want to have a lot of really fun podcasts, a lot of super educational podcasts from like all sorts of people in the industry. That's something I really look forward to as well.
Yeah,
Thanks guys for having me as well, because like I really want to get like people you would not hear from like really great riders from like, I don't want to say, I don't know, like the Philippines, maybe even Italy, just like just
Oh
a
man,
mixed bag. Just
you got to
like
hit
really
up my
people.
homie Pedro. He's got loads of character, and he is incredibly
Yeah.
talented.
I've met Pedro, I think. We're
Oh, no
deep.
kidding,
We're
really?
depth. Yeah, I've met him, man.
Oh, you got to interview him. Oh, dude, hands down, very talented guy.
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
Pedro.
Get Maxine Imes on too.
Maxine Imes, the free rider from France.
I think he rides 88 wheels and scythe trucks.
Oh, he doesn't ride 88 anymore, bro. Those some hot
Oh, no.
gossip there.
Well, he rides scythe
Oh,
and he rides like a boss.
He is very talented.
He's definitely representing the skate
Yeah.
the roller skate trucks on a skateboard style.
He is extremely talented. So yeah, maybe someone like him, just whoever is exciting. That's something I really wanna do. So yeah.
Well, yeah. Any wheel suggestions if someone's trying to put together a virtual slide jam international edit?
Like what depends on the goal. Like what are they trying to do?
They're
Like,
trying to slide their face off so they win the virtual slide jam, bro. Against the worldwide contestants. A swath of worldwide contestants.
That's tough, bro. I'm not good at sliding. I'd say probably like some hard wheels. Like if you get your hands on some Cult Chronicles, that'll be fucking sick. Those are really good wheels. But probably out of stock everywhere. Also, if you want a free ride, like Blood Orange Drift Series, fucking insane wheel for what it is, not durable at all. Or also the Banana Wheel Copiles, like fucking sick wheel as well.
Are the peels and the bangers the same?
No, I haven't tried bangers, but I know peels are different. They're fucking sick. Like super slidey, not super slidey, but still very controllable, more controllable than like Paul Snakes. But if you've never tried them, get a set. I think they're some of the best freeride wheels I've ever skated.
Okay, that means a lot coming from you.
I'm not. I got a set for free. Disclaimer to everybody, but like they're actually fucking sick.
Things taste better when they're free.
How many wheels have you reviewed?
Maybe 15, 20. I don't know, dude. Like a bunch.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
couldn't be more than
biased. Then it's a big sample.
Like probably more than 20. But I've skated a lot. I've skated a lot of stuff though.
Is there something you keep coming back to?
Yeah, Venom products. like you try everything and I'm like, hey, this shit is pretty good. Oh, this might be better than Venom. Then after a while I just kind of find myself like riding fucking Magnums or like HBF bushings, which just feel perfect in some trucks. Like they just feel right. Like Zach made him is baby bear, and he just like knew how to get his porridge like the right fucking temperature. Like
definitely well tested.
Yeah, definitely well tested. Like so yeah, Venom products like trucks, bushings, wheels.
Shout out Venom.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched the Venom Skate podcast, highly recommend. Very entertaining.
It's very good. Yeah.
You want to get into our hot take section, Abuga?
Go for it, man.
All right, so this is our hot take section. What we do is we kind of rapid fire questions at you, and you just answer with the first thing that comes to mind, okay?
Oh man, this might get me canceled. Okay, let's go for it.
We're gonna start off with some Abuga flavored questions, okay?
Go for it.
All right, ready? Favorite skate trip food?
Oh my god, KFC.
All right, nice.
Who's 2024's sexiest skater?
Harry Clark for sure. We love a winner.
Seismic or Venom?
Oh, Venom. Seismic doesn't give out products, bro. Fucking so stingy, bro. They don't.
Yeah.
Have you ever got any free shit from Seismic? Have any of you ever got free shit?
And for my event too, he gave me this weird email too.
Yeah,
most I got was gift cards. Or
you got gift
discount.
cards.
I got discount codes.
Dude, they don't even give shit out for events. That's whack as hell, bro. Seismic do better.
I know they're like, we don't have any shops in that area. It's like you're online. What are you talking about?
Anyway. Yeah, like anyway.
All right. Glove downs or stand-ups?
Oh, stand-ups are way sexier, but glove downs if you're trying to go fast.
Do you crumple or roll your toilet paper?
Roll.
Hey.
Favorite song right now before you skate?
Whatever's on my fucking playlist. Mastodon, More Than I Could Chew. My favorite song generally. Yeah.
All right. Longboarding or downhill skateboarding?
It doesn't matter. Depends who you're talking. It doesn't fucking matter. Depends who you're talking to. Whatever I'm feeling at the time.
Say you were talking to a skate shop owner.
Yeah, or downhill skateboarding or longboarding. Look, it doesn't. I just feel like, yeah, I'm a longboarder. It doesn't matter, bro. Like it just comes out. Whatever comes out, like I roll with it.
Who would your ideal sponsor be? That's not a longboard brand.
Wow, that's great. Dude, that's fucking tough. Probably a beer brand. Okay, let's go with KFC. Yeah, KFC is perfect.
Is KFC? What is KFC, dude? Are you talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken right now?
Kentucky Fried Chicken, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
We're fucking perfect.
I thought there was
what are you getting
KFC
for the sides?
I didn't know about.
One minute for my side.
Yep.
I don't think we have the same side selection as you guys have, but I'm just a
Mhm.
simple fries and wings guy, and maybe like a crunch burger or zinger burger. Super simple.
They got biscuits
I
there?
love it. No, we don't have biscuits, unfortunately.
Oh man, their biscuits are pretty good.
man. We got to send you
Biscuits
some
are great.
Yeah,
Popeyes
biscuits are
biscuits
the way
though,
of life.
are better. Popeyes
True.
biscuits are the best.
But don't get it confused with the British version of a biscuit.
Yeah. You
American
mean your
biscuits.
biscuits are like your biscuits are like a scone, like a baked sort of
Okay, yes,
stiff
that would
cake or
be
some
the translation of it. Yes, that it is
yeah.
basically kind of a scone.
Yeah.
We're
I
talking about
got you, man. I got you.
a fluffy pastry that falls apart in your mouth. It has a little bit of crunch to it,
a little buttery.
a little butter.
Flaky.
Yep.
You guys are
Flaky.
hyping this up, bro. I'm gonna add it onto the list of things to try when I get to America. So I have
Yeah.
In-N-Out. I have some beer brands. Rolo told me I should try, and then I have now KFC biscuits. So
Do you guys have a Popeyes out there?
no, we don't have a Popeyes. No,
They gotta have Popeyes and do the test. KFC or
I gotta do the
Popeyes.
Cajun
test.
fries.
Is bad.
Cajun
No.
fries. All right,
sounds great.
how about this one? Kookiest trend happening right now.
Cookiest trend. Yeah, nothing comes to mind. I haven't really been on social media much, but
It can be gear related.
posting dangerous shit on Instagram is fucking whack as hell. Like you get views, but like it just looks bad. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, there's a word for that when you're like trying to normalize danger so
Yeah.
that it becomes like more popular, but then kind of segregates the thing itself.
Yeah.
Best place to skate.
The Philippines.
Favorite wheel duro.
74A.
Is longboarding a sport, lifestyle, or art?
It's whatever you want it to be. So
Hey,
it's
good
everything.
answer.
Who's the GOAT?
Oh, Kevin Reimer. And Kevin Reimer, Zach Madam, like very influential guys, make amazing products, very down to support the community, the industry, support individual people. They don't make too much from whatever they're selling, but like they're always trying their best to support the community. So those would
Hell
be,
yeah.
I'm sure there are other people that I'm leaving out, but that's just what came to mind right now.
That's a good answer. Yeah, okay, right.
Good answer. Yeah.
Zach. Well, Abuga, it's been rad.
Oh wait, one more. Kenyan
wait.
skate slang.
Give us something.
Oh man. So I got a couple. So utadedi, bro, is like you're gonna die, bro. And it's like kind of like what I say to like my friends when they do like some sketchy shit. So I was like, "Oh, utadedi. And then ukona ufala, which is like you have stupidity or like you're a fucking idiot. So
Those are great
I don't know.
ones.
It's not slang, but it's just we keep on saying that shit all the time. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
I'm gonna start using those. Thank you.
Uka Daddy, bro.
Yeah. I want to hear. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Well done. One rolls off the tongue very naturally. Well done.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for sliding through, Abuga. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
That's a
Can't wait
podcast.
to see what you come up with next.
Yeah,
Thanks,
go
man.
look up Downhill 254. I highly recommend Full Circle. Once you watch that, you're gonna want to watch everything else on YouTube. Check them out.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna go binge Faithplant Board Riders videos after
There you
this.
go.
Hell yeah! Really nice to meet you.
Likewise, guys.
Pleasure,
Thank you.
Abuga.
Likewise.
Later.
Jack. Later. See you guys.